In just 2 hours, the permit for La-Crosse's Houska Park campground will expire. Unsheltered people are expected to leave the park by midnight.
But as our duo Israr found out, there are still many tents and people in the park.
As you can see right behind me, there are still several tents and people at Houska Park. La-Crosse's homeless service coordinator Brian Sampson says the city has no plans to remove these tents and will not forcibly remove anyone at Houska Park, but the campground will shut down at midnight. When the clock strikes midnight, water and power will shut down at Houska Park. La-Crosse's homeless service coordinator Brian Sampson says the city has been working with community nonprofits, including the Salvation Army and Catholic Charities, to find shelter for people who are homeless.
If you're following their rules and their guidelines and utilizing their facility appropriately.
Salvation Army's Director of Development Isaiah Thomas says roughly 7 people have come to the Salvation Army seeking shelter.
Hasn't been like a huge overflow of individuals, but the space is available and we're encouraging people who are seeking shelter.
Thomas says the Salvation Army is offering shelter to those who want to commit to the nonprofit's emergency program.
We are asking that they come this way if they're ready for an emergency program-based shelter.
He says people who are looking for a warming shelter will be redirected to the Catholic Charities. Sampson says once all the warming shelters reach capacity, La-Crosse's Mayor Mitch Reynolds will issue an emergency decree. The Southside neighborhood and the Northside Policing Center will be used as overflow shelters only during the night.
It'd be very difficult for us to hire staff to run them during the day, and I know that some of the facilities we're looking at have daytime obligations already.
Sampson says there aren't enough dayside shelter spaces in the community, and there is a large likelihood individuals will use public and private spaces around La-Crosse to stay warm.
We don't have that one place where people are able to utilize for a day center, and we just have to be prepared as a community and plan the best that we can.
Sampson says the city of La-Crosse is committed to not criminalizing homelessness. He says tickets can be issued for trespassing or breaking a city ordinance, but not for being homeless. Reporting in Houska Park, Dua Israr, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Dua.
Sampson says the county is providing families with hotel vouchers. Individuals will be directed to warming shelters.